Welcome, everybody. Welcome to The Tonight Show. You're here. You made it. Thank you. Enjoy yourself. Sit down, relax. It's all good, yeah. Guys, I'm very excited about this. Summer is officially here. It is summer. Some people like to spend the summer hanging at the pool. Some prefer relaxing in the lush green countryside. While President Trump is like, why not both? Why not both? That's right, everyone's still talking about how the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool turned green after Trump tried to paint it American flag blue. And get this, I'm not lying. The company that Trump hired to paint it is called Green Water Solutions.
Come on.
Well, they nailed it. They nailed it. Mission accomplished. You got to pay the guy. Yeah, too bad he didn't hire the Blue Man Group. Then he would have. Meanwhile, and here's the guy who runs Green Water Solutions. Again, this is real. He looks like an Eddie Murphy Clumps character. He looks like a gangster Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba do. He looks like someone whose office is a table outside a butcher shop in Jersey. Well, this is big. Over the weekend, Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz again, and now U.S. and Iranian negotiators are in Switzerland trying to work on a peace deal. It's a very tricky situation. In response, Trump said it's a giant mess that could take years to clean up. Then the reflecting pool said, a giant mess that could take years to clean up. Join the club, bud. Then Trump said, so far the conversation has been short and strained. Then everyone who called their dad on Father's Day said, a conversation that's short and strained? Join the club, bud. Then Trump said, right now everyone is avoiding the strait. Then Pride Month said, avoiding the strait, join the club, bud. Then Trump said, we'll drop bombshells, the likes of which you've never seen. Then Love Island said, drop bombshells like the ones you've never seen. Join the club, bud. Then Trump said, well, we're talking face to face, but I can't tell if we're vibing or they're just being polite. Then everyone talking to a Trader Joe's cashier said, talking face to face, but you can't tell if they're vibing or just being polite. Join the club, bud. And finally, Trump said, this might be the biggest mistake of my life. And then Don Jr. said, nice, happy Father's Day. And you go, that's nice. That's good. They get along. Meanwhile, Trump is now feuding with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni after she denied Trump's claim that she begged him for a photo at the G7 summit. Yeah, I'm not sure anyone is begging for pictures with Trump these days. Even J.D. Vance is like, can you drop me off at the corner for these Iran negotiations? I'll just walk. I'll walk from Spain. Switching gears, M&M's is spending millions of dollars to remove artificial dyes, and they decided to ditch the blue and brown ones because recreating them is too difficult.
Ooh.
The blue ones I get, but the brown ones...
Yeah. I'm not saying anything.
It's just chocolate?
Yeah.
Don't worry, M&M said that they're going to hire the guy from the Blue and Brown Solutions, so that's Some more business news. Coke, Pepsi, and Dr. Pepper will begin using QR codes for ingredient information.
Ooh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, when you look up Mountain Dew's ingredients, it just says water from reflecting pool. Well, listen to this. I read that due to extreme heat, France just outlawed drinking in public.
Oh.
Yeah. Now French people will only be allowed to drink in bars, restaurants, and middle schools. And finally, an American Airlines pilot had to call the police after one passenger allegedly bit another one. The passenger was arrested and charged for an in-flight meal. We have a great show, everyone. Give it up for The Roots right now.
And if I'm ever at a crossroad and start feeling mixed signals like Morse code, my soul start to grow colder than a North Pole.
Oh, thank you, Roots. Thank you, everybody. What a show we have for tonight. She is a multiple award-winning actress who executive produces the new series Elle, which premieres July 1st on Prime Video. Reese Witherspoon is here tonight. My fave. You can see her in 2 new movies, Minions and Monsters, which is in theaters July 1st, and Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass in theaters July 10th. Zoe Deutsch is joining us. He is a legendary comedy writer and producer whose new podcast, Humor Me, with Robert Smigel and friends, streams new episodes every Friday. Robert Smigel is here tonight. Funny human being.
Funny man.
And we got a great performance from the Tony Award-winning Broadway musical Cats, the Jellicle Ball! Come on! They look great.
Come on.
That's gonna be fun. Hey guys, it is time to play the world's simplest game. I ask one audience member one trivia question, and if they get it right, the entire audience goes home with a prize. It's time to play One Answer Only. Hi, what is your name and where are you from?
Will from Cleveland.
Hey, all right, Will from Cleveland, here we go. Will, you heard the rules. I will ask you a single trivia question and give you possible answers. If you guess correctly, everyone in our audience wins a prize. It's that easy. Are you ready? Yep. You ready? Okay, here's the question. This New York City NBA team just won the championship, and their celebrity fans include Spike Lee, Ben Stiller, and Timothée Chalamet. Is it A, the Bulls, B, the Lakers, C, the Heat, or is it D, the Celtics, or E, the Yankees, F, Love Island USA, G, Love Island All-Stars, H, the Charmin Bear family, I, the streamer Tubi, J, the law offices of Celino and Barnes, K, the IKEA brown shelf unit called Kallax, L, the Jolly Green Giant, not the famed mascot of the Green Giant vegetables. The Jolly Green Giant was the nickname of a really tall, nice guy I went to college with named Josh Green. We're friends on Instagram.
Nice.
M, a bunch of pistachio shells. N, that moment you climb into bed after putting fresh sheets on. It's the smallest luxury that costs you nothing. The pillows seem fluffier, the blanket somehow weighs the perfect amount. Your life hasn't changed, but for a few hours, you get to feel like you're sleeping in a hotel that only accepts one very special guest. O, a Best Buy gift card with only 56 cents left on it, so you hang on to it for a bit, but then end up just throwing it out. P, CVS brand Tylenol. Oops, sorry. We'll be right back after this brief message.
Hi. After using a vacuum cleaner, you must remember to wrap your power cord completely. This prevents wire breakage and extends the vacuum's lifespan. Once complete, secure the cord tightly. Happy vacuuming.
It's so important to remember. Now back to the game. Is it Q, getting a little gasoline on your fingers while filling your car up and being annoyed at first, but then later getting a whiff of it and remembering how much you like the smell? R, trying to watch a movie on the plane, but the person in the window seat won't put their shade down? Or is it S, the Knicks? Let's put 45 minutes on the clock, but if you know the answer, you can answer immediately.
Not the IKEA. Let's go Knicks.
S. Judges? Judges? That is correct! Congratulations! That means everyone is going home with a pint of Ben & Jerry's Tonito ice cream. Stick around. We'll be right back with Reese Witherspoon. Great job.